This is Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing. You are watching Sporting Icons. You don't need to be anywhere else.
Right, so Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, WBC heavyweight champion of the world, and of course Ring Magazine too, has said that the unified heavyweight champion of the world, Anthony Joshua, is a bully. Reason being, on one occasion, they had a phone call. Anthony Joshua called him up, said, I'm going to do this to you, I'm going to do that to you. And Fury, apparently, according to Fury's own words, told Joshua the truth, and Joshua didn't like it. Okay, Joshua tried to bully him. Fury won't have none of it. And in Fury's own analogy, an alcoholic doesn't like to be told that they're an alcoholic. And he told Anthony Joshua the truth. He didn't like the truth. The truth will set you free, all that kind of good stuff. Which is kind of two-faced of Tyson, really. Even the most hardcore Tyson Fury fans will know Tyson Fury is a perpetual liar. He lies all the time. So for him to talk about someone telling the truth, pretty two-faced, right? Anyway, that is what it is. Now, link to this, by the way, is in the description box. Go watch that as soon as this video is finished. Go watch it till your heart is content. Now, did this conversation happen? Well, we don't know, do we? Is Tyson Fury lying? Probably, but again, we don't know. Maybe this conversation did happen because we have heard Fury say before, and Joshua said before, that these guys have had quite a few phone calls before. They've FaceTimed each other, they've had numerous DMs, text messages, and for all intents and purposes, they actually quite get on. Even though they don't really hang around each other's families and go out for dinner together, they're not that close, but they kind of get on in a mutual kind of way. So for Fury to say that Joshua's a bully, is he basing this on the one conversation that he's already spoken to before, where these guys had a conversation, hi, how's the family, how's the kids, how's the missus, blah, 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 blah. By the way, when we fight, I'm going to knock you out. No, you're not, I'm going to knock you out. And they had like a bit of a joke about it, wish each other better, like a best of luck, moved on. Is he talking about that and then just exaggerated it to call him a bully to make Joshua look like a bad guy and he's the hero, he's all Mr. Innocent? Maybe. Now, think about it this way. Would Anthony Joshua call him up out of the blue for absolutely no reason in the world just to say, I want to come in there, I'm going to knock you out and blah, blah, blah? Would he just do that for no reason? No, it's not really human nature, is it? The only way that Joshua would have done that is if Fury had said something that has annoyed him. So he would have done it in retaliation. Okay? Because Joshua, he doesn't really come out in the press too much. In fact, he doesn't really do too many interviews. Believe me, I've tried, okay? His team promised me, yeah, of course, we'll get you to interview Anthony Joshua, we'll sort it out, blah, blah, blah. But you know what, there also seems to be an excuse, I don't chase anymore. But the point is, he doesn't really do too many interviews. So therefore, he doesn't come out and say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and this person is this, and this person is that. He's not really one of those kind of trash talkers, is he? Fury is. So you have to give Anthony Joshua credit for not just going out in the press and saying what's on his mind, but actually calling the culprit, i.e. Tyson Fury, and speaking to him directly and getting off his chest whatever he had on his chest. That does take a bit of guts, let's be honest. It'll take more guts to get in the ring with each other, for sure. But we do know that Anthony Joshua wants to fight. It was him and his team who went out and got the venues, got the money, got the sponsorships, done everything to get this fight done. And it's Fury who didn't turn up. It's Fury who made the excuses. It's Fury who was heckling and bickering the entire way. Oh, I'm inactive. I need another fight before this happens. Oh, I don't know if they're going to get the money. Based on that, you have to be a bit of a numpty to not realise who actually wants to fight and who doesn't. Okay? Don't give me no arbitration crap. Now, is Anthony Joshua a bully? Well, I don't know. I've never spoken to him. I don't know. I haven't spent time in his company. So I couldn't say yes or no. And nor could you unless you have spent time in his company. Now, I'm sure that at times he's had arguments with people. Maybe he's had a bad day. Maybe he's annoyed with that certain person for whatever reason it may be. Again, it's human nature. But my own experience when it comes to Anthony Joshua is purely through the eyes and ears of other people. People who have spent time in his company. People who have spent time sparring him. Other people who have been part of the GB squad when he was there. Who's part of the GB squad now and more recently. Obviously because they train in Sheffield at the EIS and things like that. So they all have very, very similar things to say about Anthony Joshua, which is he does go out of his way to spend time with you, to get to know you, to speak to you, to find out who you are, to find out what your ambitions are. He's interested in you. He makes it about you. He doesn't make it about himself. He doesn't talk about himself. He talks about you. That's what Anthony Joshua does. This is what pretty much everybody that I've ever spoken to about Anthony Joshua, who knows Joshua personally, has said that. I know people who sparred with Anthony Joshua. On one occasion, Anthony Joshua actually sent somebody a pair of brand new boxing boots. The same boots that Anthony Joshua wears on fight night. And these things are expensive. Joshua just sent them to him. So the impressions that I can only get is that Joshua's a nice guy. But like anyone, he's going to have bad moments. And if you're a rival of his, he ain't really going to be your friend, is he? He's not going to call up and say, hey, how you doing? Yeah, you're right. I think you probably knocked me out. No, he's going to give it to you, isn't he? So for me, I think Tyson Fury is probably exaggerating the story. I'm sure Joshua has said to him on at least one occasion on a phone call, when I get you in the ring, I'm going to knock you out. I'm going to beat you up. I'm going to do this to you. I'm going to do that to you. Yes, that probably has happened. Did he say it in a jovial, joking kind of way? Maybe. What did he say it because he was retaliating to something that Tyson Fury said? Possibly. But is Anthony Joshua a bully? Again, we don't know this. Of course not. But I'm led to the impression that he's not a bully at all. He's actually a very, very nice, humble guy. But as I said, how do I know? How do I know? Anyway, drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you on the next video.